As you know, Masters of Arena 6 is a tournament hosted by me and Terror. We've been working on it for a couple of months and now it's happening. Super excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to the games that we will see there. We had there almost all the top players that we really wanted, like the GL members, I think all GL members except Nelly, other top players like ACCM, you can see Velas part of it, obviously Winchester, Capoch, so it should be really nice. All the top clowns also signed up, so yeah, it should be really sick. The tournament system is that the highest 8 seeds are going directly into the round of 16. You can see this is Velas, Sebekti, Viper, ACCM, Slum, Winchester, Capoch, and Jordan. Therefore, you won't see those guys in the qualifiers, but you will see them in the round of 16. They are not guaranteed like any prize. They still need to win one round there to make it into top 8, where the players are paid anything already. So this is the final stage that we will keep watching on later, but for now the main interest is in the qualification, which is here. So basically, like the 2K450 plus players are seeded like 1 to 8 and they are not playing the qualifier, and the qualifier is basically for everyone below that and over like 1800. I think the lowest player that we got into the tournament, into the qualifier, is like 1780 right now, so the level should be really high already. From this round 1 we should see, like, I would say there are like 60 players in the tournament are already over 2k, so most of the time, even if you see 2 players that are, I don't know, seed 40 versus 25, both of them are 2k players, so the level really should be high already from the first rounds, which is what we wanted. You know, we didn't want really a tournament where first round is basically just to happen, and it's super one-sided. It shouldn't really be the case. Obviously there will be some matchups like the first one, Doubt versus this 1780 player, but other than that I think we will see mostly close games, which I'm really happy about. So as you can see, there are always, like, let's put it this way, there are, from those 8 players, every time one can advance into the main event. So we will always take a bracket of like 8 players, and I will give you my prediction who will make it through. I will give you my prediction for the first, second round, and I will point out like the most interesting matches for me. So let's do it. First game, that should be Doubt versus Big Don Pepis. This guy, I have to say, story, he was really excited about making it into Masters of Arena. He messaged me yesterday, like, when is the seating closing? I need to grind a bit to make it into the tournament. He was like 2 spots below it, and yeah, in the end he made it. So I'm quite glad for him, and I'm sure that he likely will lose that first round, but simply making it into the tournament and playing versus Doubt should be really huge achievement for him, and he should be happy. So I'm glad about this guy personally, as he was really excited about it. But yeah, that should be real straightforward for Doubt. Derp versus Sonny Toprano, like close seed-wise, but I would say Derp should have the huge advantage. Sonny Toprano plays sometimes Arena, but not really too much. Derp, obviously, Clown. We just played versus Derp, right? So you know how he can play, and yeah, I would say Derp should go through there, and that should bring us to Doubt versus Derp in round 2, which I would say has a decent potential for upset. We know that Doubt isn't really the guy who prepares the most for tournaments, and Derp is the other way. Derp does prepare, and I would say if Derp outdrafts Doubt, then he has some chances to beat out there. I played versus Doubt show match on Clown Arena on the map that this tournament will feature, and yeah, Doubt was completely unprepared for it. Did a horrible draft and got outsaved every single game and lost very convincingly. So I hope that Doubt will make it far in the tournament, but I also hope that he will be prepared. Not that he will just get away with his skill, because I believe Derp has chances against Doubt, really, in the round 2, and it should be an interesting match for me. Or like for all the players here. Obviously I will cheer for Derp as my teammate, but Doubt out in round 2 would be a bit disappointing as well, so mixed feeling either way. There's Repard versus Finor, potentially the match of the round 1. Fëanor, a clown, already in like 2017-18, he was playing for the clown crew, and he's recently coming back to DE, kind of for this tournament. Already 2K though. Looking forward how Fëanor, what Fëanor can do here. I would say he might have even advantage over Repart, who is like 2K2 plus player. So I would say Fëanor potentially going through there. God of the Godless should be another guy who will make it through or like past round. His opponent's Barley 2K and God of the Godless. If you don't know his style, one of the most interesting players in the tournament. What he does the most is double castle with basically any civilization. He's just going for, like, not every single time he's doing only that, but I saw him playing double castle opening with unique unit, 1 TC, with I would say every single civ in the game. You know, even with ranks like just going FC, double castle, full X-Men. I saw him doing that. I lost to it, I have to admit. Crazy guy, and I'm really looking forward to what he can do there. So out of those 8 players, only one can advance. I would say DauT with the highest chances. Potentially Derp can do something here. Repart, Fëanor. I would say Fëanor with more chances than Repart, but Repart can pull some of crazy plays. So I would say Repart can make it, Fëanor, and God of the Godless. So I would say all those 5 players can make it, but I was still the biggest favorite in this bracket. Then we have their second bracket, that should be Classic Pro versus Kong Forever. That should be quite straightforward. Dark Noob versus Blade, that should be also quite straightforward. Simply Dark Noob has the advantage on Arena. And Classic Pro Dark Noob, that should be a good one, I have to say. This is another great game that I'm really looking forward to see in round 2. And I think it can be close. I would say Dark Noob more likely than Classic Pro, but depends on his playstyle. Dark Noob is a boomer, and I don't think that this is really the favorable style on Arena, especially if you face someone like Classic Pro with a great skill. So I would say Dark Noob potentially would have the better draft against Classic Pro, but I think he needs to play more aggressive than he does normally. But in that case, I would say Dark Noob can pull upset, if you put it this way. So I would say still Classic Pro Dark Noob very likely through, and yeah, this can be close one. And in the bottom, there is even potentially my favorite bracket, or like favorite bracket of the tournament, Stefan versus Chubin. So Stefan, a clown who's coming back now coming back after, I would say, like 6 months of inactivity, and he's already 2K free, so Stefan should be sick in the tournament. And Chubin is an old school player from Wooble. He was like trashing all the time. He was 1900 back on Wooble. Now he's already 1800 on DE. And yeah, he's my friend. I like him a lot. We'll see what he can do against Stefan. Obviously, Stefan should be the big favorite either way. Terror versus Survivalist. I should say Terror. Survivalist is a great player, but he's still lacking a lot of good decision making on Arena, simply going for imperfect options a lot of times. And he's improving though. Survivalist is really improving on Arena a lot. I played him a couple of times in the last months, and I see his progress. Still, Terror should be the big favorite there, which should bring us to round 2 match, Stefan versus Terror. Something that I definitely don't want to miss. That should be absolutely amazing. And maybe round 2 of the tournament. It should be sick. And there's the potential, right? If Dark Noob makes it through and Terror makes it through, which I would say is a bit unlikely, then we will see Dark Noob versus Terror in about who will qualify into the main event. That would be the dream scenario, but I obviously love Stefan as well, and I think Stefan has the biggest chance there to make it from this bracket. So I would say still so far DauT and Stefan. Stefan will likely I would be more surprised if Stefan doesn't make it than if he does it, and then if he makes it. So Stefan likely going through from this bracket. Babaru should have no issues with whatsoever going into round 3. Mingurelli, Hostel, Soxy, neither of them is like Arena specialist. So Babarum is a 2K4 player, plus he plays Arena quite a bit. So Babarum going deep in the tournament wouldn't surprise me. Hopefully that won't be the case though, because I will be facing him in round 3. And we will see how this goes. Me versus Babarum. Um, I hope that I hope that I will do it. I hope that I will be ahead of him, and that I will take the win. My bracket, I playing Sniper, 1800 player from France in the first round, shouldn't be really an issue. Uzi versus Squeak. I would say Uzi is like 2k2 plus, but he's really open map player, very little if any experience on arena. So I would say even Squeak might have chances to beat Uzi. Squeak 19 2k player, but he has arena experience on the other hand. So I would say likely Squeak going through, but I should have no issues with either of them. And yeah, surely should be round 3 me versus Baborum. Hopefully I will make it through from that one. Then we have their running, and that should be his bracket really. Running, and I don't really know this guy, I have to admit. Mihai versus Andrei. Might be interesting round. Honestly, Mihai 2k1, maybe even 2k2 plus. Andrei close to 2k1, but he has quite an aggressive and unique style, if you put it this way. So I would say it might be more interesting to see him versus running in the round 2. Either way, running should be the big favorite to make it through into round 3, where he should face potentially Dark, and yeah, I would say running should have the advantage here as well. Either way, Dark, Ovenka, this is another really good match from round 1 that I would recommend you to watch. Ovenka is, let's say 1900 player, but if he knows one map really well, it's Arena in 1v1. So I think Dark is the favorite. He plays Arena as well. He's mainly trashing though. So I believe if Ovenka has good trash defense against Dark there, I think Ovenka can beat him. Would be still an upset, but I would say Ovenka has chances against Dark. Surely not the best draw for Dark, because Ovenka is one of the more dangerous players from like the seed 50 and higher. Good game versus Alperen. Good game a guy who plays Arena a lot, but mainly picks Civilization, mainly trashes as well. Still, I would say it should be enough for him, and I would expect a good game going through there, potentially facing Dark in round 2. Whether should play versus Running, I think Running should have the advantage against either of them. I would say likely Dark in round 3 against him, but I would be surprised if Running doesn't make it through this bracket. Then we have their bottom side of the brackets. Tato should have absolutely no issues going through. This could be interesting round 1 match, Black versus Kingston. Black, I think, has Arena banned. I never seen Black on Arena in like many years. I know him and I saw his games, but in all those years I never seen Black on Arena. Well, I would say I will have fun watching him and seeing what he's like coming up with on the map. I would say there's like good chance that he's going for trash or something, but either way, I mean, Tato should have absolutely no issues with the winner of this match. I would say Kingston potentially the favorite there. I saw him playing on Arena some games. He's like 2k1, he plays solid on it. So I would say Kingston likely going through, but Tato should be the favorite here. And this is another clownish bracket. Rice is like 2k2 plus, solid on Arena, played a couple of games against me, and I would say he should definitely go into round 2. Bloodless versus Marv, another clown showdown in round 1. Marv, another old school player who's coming back now on DE. Sign up for the tournament, is already 2k plus on DE, so I would absolutely not underestimate him. Still, I would say Bloodless should have the advantage over him. Bloodless recently 2k2 plus. And I would say Bloodless versus Rice, I would even say Bloodless should have the advantage here. So I would expect Bloodless going through into round 3, where, sorry Bloodless, I feel like Tato might be a bit too tough for him in that round. So I would say Tato will very likely going through into the main event. Obviously would be an upset if Tato doesn't make it, right? Last time the Clown Cup 3, no, was it Clown Cup 3 champion? Tato obviously should be part of the main event. So I kind of hope that he does it. Obviously I would be super excited if Bloodless wins, but we will see about that one. This one can be quite close bracket. I don't really have a clear favorite in this one, I have to say. Brew is the highest seed in this one. 2k4 plus, plays Arena quite a bit, but we will see how far he can make it in the tournament. Sobek is solid 2k2 plus though. Obviously doesn't really play arena, so I would say Brew should have advantage here. And then there's Vodka from the bottom side. Also freaking indie, interesting name, player who's mainly playing DM, but now he's playing also 1v1 RM. I don't think that arena really suits him or like suits his style. We will see about that one though, and we will see how far he can make it. Still, Vodka should have the advantage over Randy and against the winner of this match as well. So I would expect round 3 should be Brew, maybe Sobek, but I would say Brew versus Vodka, and I don't really know. I don't really know. I think it can go absolutely either way. On the other hand, Vodka beat Slam 3-0 last Clown Cup, so Clown Cup. So it's tough. It's tough. I really cannot tell you my favorite there. I would say Brew plays more Civilizations. Vodka is more like his style works a bit better on Arena. I think this can go absolutely either way. Should be a great set. Yeah, agreed. Should be a really good one. Okay, and this is Modri's bracket. Yeah, Modri versus Ivanenko. That should be obviously advanced for Modri. And Somero versus Jamjak. That's potentially should be close one based on paper, but I would say Somero has huge arena or way bigger arena experience than Jamjak. Obviously, Jamjak, a legend of the game, but yeah, I would say Somero should have the advantage against him. And I have to say that Somero is quite intelligent player, quite smart guy. And from what I know, or from how I saw him in tournaments, he's prepared for them. So I wouldn't say that Modri has their easy way into round 3. He should have the upper hand, but I would expect Somero to be prepared, to know what he wants to play. And I don't think that Running will have the easiest, that Modri will have the easiest way to round 3, but I would be surprised if he doesn't make it there. And it should be another close one in round 2. Stark and Genji, very likely both of them going through into round 2. And then they will play each other. Stark versus Genji can be absolutely wild set here, I have to say. Genji, guy who, if he plays 1v1 tournament, he can be really strong there. We saw it in Red Bull Wololo, for example. And on the other hand, he kind of likes to play like 1, 2, 3 civilizations, so Stark can ban those, which can be ugly for Genji. Stark, cannot ever underestimate Stark, especially in arena tournaments. I think Stark finished 3rd, 4th in Masters of Arena 4, Masters of Arena 5. I'm not sure how high, actually he was eliminated by Terror in Clown Cup, but I don't really know how this one can go. I would say Modri should have the advantage against both of players. Potentially Stark would likely give Modri tougher time to make it into the main event. But I would say Genji, Stark can really go either way. In the last bracket, I think this, trust me, I think this one will be an upset. Because we have there Miguel. Miguel is Masters of Arena 1 winner. He's seed 6 in the qualifier. Obviously, he should go through round 1. I would say Marco Go Warrior shouldn't really be the threat for him in round 2. I would say this can be actually a good game though, because Marco Go higher seed but isn't really arena player, and Warrior is plays arena quite a bit, and I would say Warrior likely going through and might even give Miguel a tough time making it round 3, but yeah, I would say Miguel should make it in round 3 quite convincingly. And from the bottom there is Dragonstar. Diante for life, interesting player, playing exclusively arena, mainly playing like one civilization. We will see how well he can perform in the tournament. Dragonstar can be really tough for anyone because he has very interesting style. Very unique one, very all-in-ish with monks, which can work on Clown Arena. So Dragonstar should go through there. David says Skogo should be the favorite against Flightless Bird. I would even say Skogo should be the favorite against Dragonstar. I have to say I played Skogo recently, and he's playing really well. And I would say Skogo should be the favorite against Dragonstar every single time. And then I would even go that far saying that Skogo should be the favorite against Miguel. But yeah, this is another round 3, like all the round 2, round 3 sets should be already amazing. but this is one that I really don't want to miss. If Skogo makes it into round 3 versus Miguel, then this is something that I want to see, even if I have to wake up in 2 in the night. So, should be a realistic bracket. And yeah, so who I expect to qualify there? Skogo from the bottom, Miguel has chances for sure. There should be Modri. I don't really think others have high chances there. Vodka Brew can go either way. Tato likely going through. I hope Bloodless will give him a tough time if he makes it there. That should be me, hopefully, but Baborum is a strong player. Running, I would be surprised if he doesn't make it. Stefan, same story. I would be surprised if Stefan doesn't go through. And doubt that this might be one of the most open brackets here for me, because I can see Fëanor going through. I can see God of the Godless going through, even Repart, but it's a bit more unlikely, and I can see Derp going through. So this might be the most open bracket actually. Really depends how much Doubt will prepare for the tournament. And if you want some recommendation for what you don't want to miss in round 1, then I would say Repart Fëanor, likely the number 1 game that you want to see. Stefan, that should be. I would say Stefan should have the advantage here, so maybe not really. But I would say Repart Fëanor, Terror Survivalist, definitely something you want to see already. And another one that I would like to recommend, Bloodless Marv can be sick one as well. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, and that should be basically it. I would say Warrior Markugo can be wild games. I know Warrior, he really has unique style as well. He plays arena a lot. So Markugo Warrior can be sick actually as well. Whew. Should be real nice. Looking forward to the 6 weeks that we have ahead of us before Masters of Arena 6 finishes. Obviously, right now it's about the qualifier. The main event games will be even sicker there. If you just take a look at them, if the seeds go according like if the games go according to the seeding, it should be like Velasa versus Classic Pro, Bhakti versus Doubt, Viper versus Running, should be sick one, STSM versus me, Slum versus what's that one? Slum versus Vodka, likely, or Slum versus Brew, Winchester versus Tato, that should be insane one. Capoch versus, who's that one? I think Miguel or Skogo. Yeah, that should be playable for Skogo if he makes it through. So Capoch versus Skogo, and Jordan versus Modri, I believe. So this is just round of 16. So yeah, the main event should be absolutely insane, but the qualifiers is also something you don't want to miss. So I hope you really will enjoy this, and I will obviously try to cover as much from it as possible.